Kyrie Irving is a free agent. Kawhi Leonard is a free agent. Kevin Durant is a free agent. Half the Golden State Warriors are free agents. This is the biggest summer in the history of the NBA. I'm gonna show you the best free agent from every team in the NBA. Let's begin with number 30. Wait. If you're not subscribed, you're crazy. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1.6 million today. Also hit that notification bell to join Noti Gang. So every time I upload a fire video, you're not gonna miss it. Number 30, Atlanta Hawks. Vince Carter. He's 42 years old. Technically, Dwayne Dedmon is their most talented free agent, but with the experience he brings to a team, Vince Carter is their best free agent. Detroit Pistons. This might be the worst one of the whole video. Wayne Ellington. They literally don't have a better player that's a free agent. Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, it's a crazy decision. It's either Nick Stauskas or Marquise Chris. Greg, how are these their best free agents? It doesn't make sense. Well, to be fair, we're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their starting lineup doesn't even make sense. Oklahoma City Thunder. My team right here. It's between Nerlens Noel and Markieff Morris. I'm gonna go with Noel. He's been on like 40 different teams, but he's still only 25 years old. I think he's gonna leave though because his player option is only $2 million. So he's probably thinking to himself, do I want to stay for $2 million or go test the free agency waters and get myself a max contract? Houston Rockets. All their superstar players are still under contract, including this contract for CP3. But their best free agent this season is Kenneth Faried. He is the definition of a role player. Is he going to start for any team in the league? Probably not, unless we're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers, because I could probably start for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Phoenix Suns. Kelly Oubre, one of the most interesting players in the league. Oh, he's just a role player, Greg, right? Well, after he got traded from the Wizards, he averaged 20 points and 6 rebounds. And considering the Phoenix Suns need all the pieces they can get, I think they're gonna re-sign Kelly Oubre. The question is, does Kelly Oubre want to play for the Phoenix Suns? Or does he want to join a contender? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Chicago Bulls. It's between Robin Lopez and Ryan Arcidiacono. You know, if I can't spell your name, you're probably not the best free agent on the team. We're going with Robin Lopez. Number 23, Los Angeles Lakers. Things are starting to get spicy. We got Rajon Rondo, KCP, or JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee's obviously not the best of these three. We just put him there for respect, and respect's over. Take out JaVale McGee. KCP is younger and a better three-point shooter, but you know what? I'm gonna have to go with Rajon Rondo, one of the best playmakers in the league, but I don't think he's gonna stay with the team because Lonzo's coming back. They have a number 4 overall pick, so they can draft a point guard. I think he's gonna go on one of these 3 teams, but I could be wrong. Utah Jazz. It's between Ricky Rubio and Derek Favors. Now, Derek Favors has a team option for $16 million. I don't think the Jazz are gonna keep him, so let's just take him out and focus on Ricky Rubio. Everybody thought he was gonna be traded this year, but he didn't get traded, and he says he loves Utah. But if I'm Ricky Rubio, I'm thinking every year they might trade me. Maybe I'll just pick my team this season. So if he gets a good offer, I think he's leaving. Los Angeles Clippers. One of the spiciest players the NBA has ever seen. LostNUnbound. I'm sorry, it's Patrick Beverley. And there's no competition. But think about this. The Clippers already have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Did I say that name right? I think I said it right. But if he's cool being off the bench, I'm sure the Clippers would love to re-sign one of the best defensive point guards in the league. New York Knicks. DeAndre Jordan. It depends how much money he wants because they're about to spend a lot. If DeAndre Jordan wants $20 million, you better pack your bags, DeAndre. But if you're cool with I don't know, $8 million, I think they'll re-sign him to keep a veteran on the squad. Sacramento Kings. It's either Harrison Barnes or Willie Cauley-Stein. One of them's a little better, the other one is younger and has more potential. I mean, here's the thing. I think Willie Cauley-Stein is the better player for the Kings. Harrison Barnes has talent. We saw him on the Warriors. He's a big reason the Warriors did so good that year. He just doesn't fit with Sacramento. And his team option is $25 million. Do you think the Sacramento Kings are going to pay $25 million for these stats? I don't think so. Washington Wizards. This is a tough one. It's Otto Porter or Bobby Portis. You might be thinking, Greg, it's obviously Otto Porter. He's obviously the better player. But Bobby Portis improved so much this season. Did you know his three-point percentage is 40%? He's a big man. But I'm still going to go with Otto Porter. I think both of them should re-sign with the Wizards. Because when John Wall is back, look at this lineup. Miami Heat. It's between Goran Dragic and Hassan Whiteside. Now, we could debate about which one's better, but it's a waste of time. You know why? Because Goran Dragic has a $19 million player option. Hassan Whiteside has a $27 million player option. Obviously, they're both going to accept the player options. Let's move on. San Antonio Spurs. I mean, it's gotta be Rudy. Besides him, Dante Cunningham is the only decent free agent from the Spurs. And Rudy actually had a great season. Has he replaced Kawhi Leonard? How do I say this? No. Duh. But he's still a respectable starter. I think they'll re-sign him. Portland Trail Blazers. A lot of people think Rodney Hood is the best free agent from the Blazers. A lot of people think Aminu. You know which one I think? Neither! It's Enes Kanter, one of the most efficient players in the National Basketball Association. Minnesota Timberwolves. Derrick Rose and Tyus Jones. Wait a minute, they're both point guards. And they also have Jeff Teague as their third point guard. There's no way both of these guys come back to Minnesota. It doesn't make sense. Only one of them are staying, and I think it's Tyus Jones. Derrick Rose is the best free agent from this team, let me just make that clear. But I think he's going back to Chicago. Derrick Rose had one of the most impressive comeback seasons ever. Imagine him going back to Chicago and becoming an all-star again? That would be a dream. Indiana Pacers. Bojan Bogdanovic or Thaddeus Young. Both of these guys were super underrated until this season. Bojan broke out with 18 points a game. But my guy Victor Oladipo is coming back this season. So Bogdanovic might get less minutes. Maybe he's thinking, I just had the best year of my career. I can get a big contract somewhere else. I'm feeling greedy. Maybe I should leave. Denver Nuggets. Paul Millsap is the best free agent, but it's a team option, so they're obviously going to keep him. Let's move on to their next best player and much more interesting, Isaiah Thomas. Do they want to sign a player they might not even play? Does Isaiah Thomas want to sign with a team that literally might not even play him? They already have so many talented players eating up minutes, and now Michael Porter Jr. is going to be in the rotation. I don't think he's staying. I would love to see him go to a team like the Suns, who need a point guard, the Cavaliers again, I don't know, somewhere where he can play minutes, show he's got that talent, and then sign a big contract next season. Memphis Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, one of the most underrated players this year. He's been incredible since he got traded from the Raptors. Especially since the Grizzlies have the number 2 overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft. They already have Mike Conley. They might draft Ja Morant and Jonas Valanciunas on the starting lineup. That could be a playoff team right there. Now we're moving on to the top 10 free agents. Number 10, Milwaukee Bucks. It's between Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. Chris made the All-Star team this season, but you could argue that Brook Lopez helped the team more. He launches 6 3-pointers a game. And having a center that could spread the floor like him is so important when you got a guy like Giannis on the team. And even though I just hyped up Brook Lopez like I'm his hype man, I actually think Chris Middleton is the answer. Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis, who didn't play a single minute this season. He's a restricted free agent, so the Mavericks can match any offer he gets. I think they will because Luka and Kristaps together could be amazing, but he's coming off an injury, hasn't played in over a year. Would they really pay him a max contract? New Orleans Pelicans. Anthony Davis, oh my goodness! Psych! That's next year. Can I get a like on this video for that incredible joke? I think that deserves a like. But this offseason, Julius Randle is their best free agent. It's only a $9 million contract, so he's probably gonna opt out. Like, he's an all-star player right now. No way he re-signs for $9 million. So the Pelicans are just gonna pay him $20 million, right? Wrong! They just won the draft lottery. They're gonna get Zion Williamson. Why would they need Zion, Anthony Davis, and Julius Randle all on the same team? I have no idea what they're gonna do. Orlando Magic. Probably the most underrated player in the league. A top 5 center, Nikola Vucevic. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 36% from the 3. This guy deserves nothing less than a max contract. The only reason they might not sign him is because he's not a great defender. And you need to be a great defender right now in the NBA. There's so many great offensive centers. It depends how much Orlando cares about defense. Brooklyn Nets. D'Angelo Russell. He was an all-star this season. And he's also a restricted free agent, so other teams can make offers. But I think the Brooklyn Nets are going to pay whatever they have to keep D'Angelo Russell. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot to mention his competition. Ed Davis. Philadelphia 76ers. Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris? Tobias actually averaged more points a game, but Jimmy Butler is a much better defender. I think Jimmy's the best free agent from this team. Is he gonna stay? I mean, he posted this the other day, and from the looks of that, he's leaving Philadelphia. All the other players on this list, I have an idea, a theory of where they might sign. I have no idea where Jimmy Butler's gonna go. Charlotte Hornets. It's Kemba Walker, the best player on their team. He's a top 5 point guard. He broke my ankles once. He's gonna get a max contract, but does he want to stay? I don't think so, because they don't have many good players. Their next best player is Jeremy Lamb, and guess what? He's also a free agent. I think Kemba Walker might sign with the Dallas Mavericks. Imagine that. Kemba, Luka Doncic, and Porzingis. That's a big 3 that can make some noise. Moving into the top 3. Number 3, Boston Celtics. Kyrie Irving or Al Horford, both superstars, but we only mentioned Al Horford out of respect, and respect's over. Kyrie Irving is their best free agent. He's out of there. He is gone. Everyone's saying he's gonna go to New York with Kevin Durant, and those people are wrong. I think Kyrie is going to the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie Irving, D'Angelo Russell, that duo would be amazing. But Greg, why would the Nets have 2 point guards? They already play Spencer Dinwiddie and D'Angelo Russell right now. So obviously they would do it. Toronto Raptors. Kawhi Leonard and Marc Gasol, but it's obviously Kawhi Leonard. I thought he was leaving for sure, but he hit some crazy game winners recently. If they make it to the finals, Kawhi Leonard is staying. If they lose to Milwaukee, I think Kawhi Leonard is leaving and might go to the Clippers. And number 1, the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson's a free agent. DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Durant is a free agent. These are 3 of the best NBA players, and they are all going to different teams. KD is going to New York. Klay Thompson, I don't know where he's going, but I think he's going. And DeMarcus Cousins already said he's leaving after this season. Last video, I did the greatest NBA trades that almost happened. Go watch it right now. I'll put it somewhere on the screen for you to click. That video was crazy.